The NFL is rigged, and the NFL is completely scripted. Every other Super Bowl matchup is freaking gay. Lions against the Chiefs. First game of the year. The Lions, it all began as a winning team, beating the Chiefs at Arrowhead. Now they're up against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. This is the matchup that people want to see. It doesn't matter if they hate the Chiefs. They will be watching and they will be rooting for the Lions and placing their bets on the Detroit Lions to win Super Bowl 59. The Chiefs are the number 1 seed. The Bills are fried if they lose against the Lions in December. What we have going on here is Patrick Mahomes is going to win his 18th playoff game of his career at Louisiana, the 18th admitted state in the Union, to win the threepeat. For 4 Super Bowl wins and 5 Super Bowl appearances, 4 victories like Gematria of Vegas, like his first Super Bowl win in Super Bowl 54. So this is what I like about Patrick Mahomes' postseason record. If he is 18-3, then this means that he would. Let's see. This would be 14 playoff wins against the AFC. Is that correct? As far as conference championship game record goes, Mahomes is 4-2 in the conference championship. He will probably be 5-2 in the conference title game. The Kansas City Chiefs in abbreviations is Gematria 52. Okay, so that's Patrick Mahomes. Hey, thanks. In Gematria, it's Dan Campbell. That is Gematria of Kansas City Chiefs. Should they meet in the Super Bowl? Now, yes, Kansas City by itself is Kansas City Chiefs is 64. Now you see right there, Campbell is 152 in reverse. Patrick Mahomes is 152 in Gematria. The amount of time from the Lions-Chiefs game on opening night on September the 7th of 2023 to the day of the Super Bowl, February the 9th, what we get is a time duration of 1 year, 5 months, 2 days. So this connects to Campbell, and this connects to Patrick Mahomes, and it's possible the Chiefs could finish the year with a 15-2 record. Andy Reid, his quarterback, can enter the Super Bowl with 17 wins in his career. Andy in reverse is Gematria Campbell. Reid is Gematria of Dynasty. The Chiefs are now a dynasty in the NFL. Jared Goff, the quarterback of the Lions. Jared Goff is 45, making it to the Super Bowl at New Orleans. Dan Campbell is was interim coach with Miami. Three-peats Gematria of New Orleans. So we have to go with this three-peat narrative. Love or hate Kansas City, these are men in tights who still make millions. Don't get too emotional about this. Just don't get too emotional. A list of AFC Championship games. I can really see probably the Ravens losing again against the Chiefs, to be honest. What's the record in AFC Championship games? It's just the most compelling matchup. Lions have the Cinderella edge. The Chiefs are going for the three-peat. Now let's go to the interview between Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady.
Financial help is available for the ACA Standard Health with Health.
Tom Brady's NFL debut occurred against the Detroit Lions. So Tom Brady's calling the Super Bowl, and he made his NFL debut against the Lions. Then, of course, featuring Tom Brady, his NFL debut against the Lions, his first game as color commentator in the Super Bowl against the Lions. So I think there was an interview that we needed to look at. NFL is scripted. This is how it's scripted. Let's go.
It was the consistency you showed every single year, every single day, is you came to work and you came to win.
One play at a time. We're not done.
And so for me, it gives me something to chase. Yeah. I don't know. It's gonna be hard to get there, but I'll do my best trying to get there.
So in the same way that I met you the first time today, I just want to say, proud of you. Keep doing your thing the right way. I will say this: you're 16-1 on Fox.
Okay.
2 of your Super Bowl wins have been on Fox.
Yep.
I get to be in New Orleans this year because I'm doing the game, and it would be amazing to watch you compete. It's a long way from now. But what a pleasure it is to be with you, and good luck the rest of the way.
Let's do it again in New Orleans, man.
Let's do it in New Orleans, man. You heard him. You heard him. You'll do it at New Orleans. You heard Patrick Mahomes. You heard him loud and clear. Three-peat is Gematria 98 and 44, same Gematria as Andy Reid. Caesars Superdome. Caesars is Gematria the Super Bowl 6 months and 6 days after Tom Brady's August the 3rd birthday. So let's remember that. Caesars Superdome is Gematria of 182. The Chiefs could finish the year with the 18-2 record. I imagine the Chiefs will probably lose another game. Superdome is Gematria three-peat. You see three-peat's 44 and Superdome is 44.
Josh Allen's Gematria 44. CWA says on this page he's going to make it to the Super Bowl.
Sorry. Even if Josh Allen and the Bills are facing off against the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes' 17th playoff win of his career is going to happen in the AFC title game to defeat your Josh Allen boy choking again. Joe Burrow has to end the streak. If he misses the playoffs, this be too easy. Joe Burrow beat him. Joe Burrow has to end the streak for the Kansas City Chiefs. Joe Burrow has to get the win at Arrowhead next year. You know, what is City of New Orleans? City of New Orleans is also Gematria of Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes is Gematria of Patrick is Gematria 78. So City of New Orleans is 78. Patrick is 78. I do not like the writing out sequence, but let me do it. Chiefs three-peat is 76 in Gematria. 76 is the Gematria of the Detroit Lions, the opponent in the Super Bowl, when we're adding context to the situation. Lions are a number 1 seed. Chiefs are a number 1 seed. And it's all synced up by the numbers. Their 15th loss in playoff history to number 15, Patrick Mahomes. It's already decided. And Andy Reid, his playoff record's going to be very important to look at. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to their 27th playoff win would be to be the Dynasty. Dynasty Gematria 27. Now, back to Andy Reid and his NFL coaching record. So Andy Reid, his 19th playoff win of his coaching career will occur to win the threepeat. And of course, his 19th playoff win happens against Dan Campbell and a former quarterback of the LA Rams. Jared Goff played in the Super Bowl 6 years later. And his 19th playoff win is at the Stadium of the Saints. This is how we break down 19. First repeat in 19 years. Now his 19th playoff win to win the threepeat. This would be his 29th playoff win of his career. Mahomes is Gematria 29. So adding context to 29, Mahomes is Gematria 29. And this remains at 16 playoff losses. So Mahomes was the 10th pick in this draft, and it's 10 consecutive playoff wins. The Chiefs' 10th consecutive playoff win will occur in the Super Bowl against Dan Campbell. Now we are missing Jared Goff's postseason career. His playoff record. You see, it's over. No black guy is going to the White House to greet Donald Trump. You see, adding context to the situation. So a guy that only scored 3 points, and he scored 3 points, and he had 19 completions in Super Bowl 53. Andy Reid's 19th playoff win in the Super Bowl. The Chiefs are coming off the first repeat in 19 years. He's 5-4 in the playoffs. 6-4, 7-4. Mahomes is Gematria 74. You see it right here. Mahomes is 74. But what is Gematria 75? Great question. What about Louisiana Superdome? The NFL is scripted. Again, you just have to accept. You're just gonna have to accept. Detroit's Gematria 91, the Chiefs' first loss of the year. They are now 9-1. Isn't that correct? Isn't it? Of course, it is correct. Detroit Lions is 74. Jared Goff can have a 7-4 playoff record entering the Super Bowl, so remember that too. Detroit Lions 61 is Gematria. Louisiana in the reverse is Gematria 61. Lions is Gematria 24. Now the Chiefs enter the playoffs with 24 playoff wins as a franchise. Lions in reverse is 66. Of course, the Lions are going to be played in the Super Bowl 6 months and 6 days after Tom Brady's birthday. The Lions is Gematria the first repeat since Super Bowl 39. Dan Campbell's playoff record as Lions coach would fall to 4-2 by losing the Super Bowl. Last NFL three-peat was in Super Bowl 2. Was the last time that it happened. So 57 years later, 57 the championship number. They beat the Raiders in that Super Bowl to achieve the three-peat. Raiders is Gematria, Louisiana. Raiders is Gematria with a 5-2 record in the AFC Championship game for Patrick Mahomes. So they defeated the Raiders to win the last three-peat. They defeated the NFC North. I don't know if that division existed at that time. The Oakland Raiders is Gematria 75. The 7-5 playoff record for Jared Goff, the first three-peat since Super Bowl II. They won the NFL Championship game, and then they won the first two Super Bowls. Their third consecutive World Championship. $47 points in that game. The last Super Bowl held at Louisiana was Super Bowl 47. Lions are losers. Sorry, guys. You can't have great endings every time. Just ask the Cardinals in 2008, 2009. Okay, Jared Thomas Goff and his Gematria is worth looking into. Jared Thomas Goff is Gematria Super Bowl 47, so providing context. Now let's on to the date calculators with the birthdays of the coaches, the quarterbacks, everybody associated. Female lost the election, female owner. The Lions are owned by a female owner, so that's kind of the election riddle there with the Lions. He's gonna lose again. He's gonna get fucked over again. It is what it is. He can't have nice things.
NFL's rigged. NFL's rigged. Of course it's rigged.
This is the Tom Brady number. 12 Super Bowls later after Super Bowl 47 and Super Bowl 59. Patrick Mahomes is he's gonna do the business here. 54, Gematria of Miami. Gematria of, that's Gematria of the Super Bowl 54, Mahomes for a Super Bowl win. Vegas, Gematria 54. '49ers rallied from 17 points down, and then, and the 18th playoff win for Patrick Mahomes is probably going to be an upset. Upset the Lions. The Lions are the favorite. Everybody's on the Lions. It doesn't matter if Patrick Mahomes having a terrible season and Jared Goff is playing like an MVP. It doesn't matter. Andy Reid. His first name is Andrew. The three-peat for his 29th career playoff win of his career. The Chiefs' three-peat is Gematria of Caesar Superdome, which is Gematria of 65. The first of three consecutive Super Bowl wins, Glendale's Gematria, the 33 points scored by the Packers in Super Bowl II to complete the back-to-back. The last time it happened with Bart Starr as quarterback. Let's look at maybe the death of Bart Starr, and he was the last quarterback to win a three-peat. He's born on 1-9, which is 19, the first repeat in 19 years. And of course, the 19th playoff win as Chiefs coach for Andy Reid. So we have to look at Bart Starr, number 15, Patrick Mahomes, number 15, his first repeat for his 15th playoff win. Won the Super Bowl in the 100th year anniversary of the NFL. The Chiefs were one of the first two teams to play in the Super Bowl. So we have to look at see Bart Starr's connection into the grand scheme of things. So it is 5 years and 9 months, like Gematria of Super Bowl 59, kind of like Gematria of the threepeat. We would include the E, of course, and then the Superdome is Gematria Super Bowl 59. So the death of Bart Starr is going to be connected to this. 69 months later, the Chiefs can win the threepeat against the Lions after his death. Lions is Gematria 69. Stars, Gematria, the Detroit Lions. Stars, Gematria 59, reversed the 5 years and the 9 months after his death. Mahomes is complete something unprecedented in the history of the National Football League. Nine and 1 record in the postseason for Bart Starr. The Chiefs fought a 9-1 for the season. This obviously ties into that 10 consecutive playoff wins. The Chiefs defeat the Detroit Lions in the Super Bowl. The Lions' last championship game was in the 1959 NFL championship game. 27th NFL championship game. The 27th playoff win in Chiefs history against them. Well, maybe the Lions' last championship was in Super Bowl 57, or maybe it was 1957 was the Lions' last championship. Indeed, it was. Super Bowl 59, they were in the Super Bowl again. They won by 45 points. 3P 45, New Orleans 45. Yeah, 1957 to December of 2024, that'd be 67 years later that they're playing the Super Bowl. Bart Starr won the three-peat in 1967. That's the big 67 connection when we break down 67 with the Lions' last championship. It's also blood sacrifice. That's Gematria 67. The Lions are going to get outed, and they just will not deliver the Super Bowl. This would be crazy. The amount of time that Patrick Mahomes was drafted to the time that he achieves history. The first three-peat in the Super Bowl era. Unprecedented. This is what the 49ers miss out on. This team made a colossal mistake passing on Mahomes, and he beat the 49ers in 2 Super Bowls. But 7 years and 9 months later is clear. That is Gematria champion. That is Gematria of the Kansas City Chiefs. And the Chiefs can win their 10th game against the Lions. It's all connected again. The 10 consecutive playoff win. Dan's Gematria 10. Tom Brady played in 10 prior Super Bowls. He's in the booth for the Super Bowl. September the 5th was the NFL season opener. So what's the amount of time from that day to the day of the Super Bowl? It's 5 months and 4 days. Vegas 54, first Super Bowl win in Super Bowl 54. What else was 54? Upset is 54. You can interpret it either way: upset of the Lions or the upset of the Chiefs, because everyone's doubting the Chiefs this year. Lions are scripted to lose. Sorry. Let's go to Patrick Mahomes' birthday, 12 days after the season opened. The Super Bowl was the next Super Bowl in New Orleans 12 years later. I wonder what 145 is about. Nothing for 145. NFL threepeat Super Bowl 59. Kansas City threepeats Gematria of Detroit Lions. Interesting. Kansas City threepeats Gematria of Andy Reid's current playoff record with the Kansas City Chiefs is 16-7. The Chiefs did start 9-1. This will conclude right here.